a thing that really bugs me is the lack of PlayStation 3 support on the PS4. No backwards compatibility. And now Xbox are loving it because they can play Black Ops 1 and loads of other games on the actual Xbox One. And I know it's kind of a ploy to make them sell the console, because let's face it, the console wasn't pretty good at launch. But it's giving you a little tidbit to bring back the crowd, isn't it, with the backwards compatibility. And this is what is lacking sorely with the PlayStation 4. We really do need to have backwards compatibility straight away, because the Now service on PlayStation 4 is really expensive. In America it costs what, $20? That's what, £13 a month. Whew, that's a lot of money, you know, and you can't even live stream these games, which would be another kind of bonus. And I was actually thinking of joining PlayStation Now if I could stream it. I thought, yeah, I don't mind paying that for a month. It'd be interesting to stream a few of my favourite games, you know, like Battlefield Bad Company 2, that'd be cool. Can't do that. No. PlayStation Now is really expensive here. There's no membership options, it's just two-tier pricing of the rentals. So it's $2.99 to $4.99 for a 2-day rental, depending on how popular the game is, or $5.99 to $7.99 for a month rental period. That's a lot of money, you know. It just doesn't seem worth it. Now, if you're a big fan of PS2 games, that's fine. You can play quite a few PS2 games now on the PS4. The emulator was slipped in when the Star Wars bundle was dropped, and they sneakily snipped a little bit of an emulator in there. Ooh, we were really excited. I didn't even know they did that, but that's what they did apparently. Now with the Xbox 360, you can play quite a lot of their games. Not all of them, but it's starting to grow. I mean, there's only 100 PS3 games available to play on PlayStation Now, and there's just over 150, I think, Xbox 360 games that are currently playable on Xbox One, which you can download for free if you own the original disc. So the Xbox One will read your disc, and then you download the digital copy of the game on the Xbox One. Pretty cool. The biggest game that was released last week has been available to play on Xbox One. That was Black Ops 1, and the internet went mental. That's kind of like, fuck. I don't like the game anyway. I hate all the Black Ops games, to tell you the truth. Black Ops 1 is a very good game, but the lag in that game was just fucking horrible, wasn't it? Jesus, it sucked balls. I really hated it, and I got rid of that shit game after about 8 months. I'd had enough of it. I went back to playing Modern Warfare 2, even though it's stuffed full of hackers. Even that game will be playable on Xbox One very shortly, I imagine. I have got an updated list of the games currently playable on Xbox One, 360 titles that is. So that's a video. I'll leave the link in the description below, so check that out. It's a good video, I think, and I'll regularly update it as well. See, I don't just love the PlayStation, I love the Xbox as well, even though it's an inferior machine. So the complications about PS4 backwards compatibility is worse, because it's worse than Xbox. It's because Microsoft actually sold it, haven't they? So it's a bit of a shitter. So, because they've made it just a lot easier. Where PS4 just decided, nah, I'm not interested in it. It's just ridiculous. The new PS4 that's coming out, the PS4.5, it seems like an upgraded PlayStation 5. Maybe that'll have backwards compatibility. In fact, I bet that the new PlayStation 4 that gets released will have backwards compatibility for the PS3. And I mean goodbye PlayStation Now. But there's still room for it. You could always just make the games that are already on that list playable, and the ones that aren't on that list, you'll have to put a disc in. And again, you've got to own the disc to play the game, so why not allow backwards compatibility? They'll still make a bit of money. Hell, I'd be happy to be charged £1 for every disc to be digitised, you know, to pay for the actual download. I don't mind doing that. I'd be happy to pay £1 to play certain games again. I'm sure a lot of people will, and that way Sony make a little bit of money, but it won't happen. I think the next PlayStation 4 that gets released, or the PlayStation 4.5, whatever we're going to call it, I think it will have backwards compatibility. Again, I have to say it twice because I'm 100% sure. And I'm usually right. I was right about Battlefield 1, so I'm going to be right about this. I do hope there's some way of making the PlayStation 4 backwards compatible, because it would be really cool. There are a lot of PlayStation 3 games out there that look just as good as any game on PS4 at the moment. Just about, anyway. I don't want to go too mad about that, but PlayStation 4 is a powerful machine. If you ever played The Witcher, or this game I'm playing right now, Sniper Elite 3, looks lovely, doesn't it? Looks fantastic. Witcher 3 is a superb game. They look great, they play great, and I have no issues with them. So yeah, I really, really do wish Sony would give us backwards compatibility. All we can do is wait and hope. Another thing I really hate, I know it's a pipe dream, I'm sighing out loud now, but I think that PlayStation Now should be free to all PSN subscribers, PlayStation Plus subscribers. Why? Because PlayStation 3 is free to play online still at this very moment. I should know, I've been playing on it, and so the kids for a while now. I've been playing on the PS4 more often, but I did go back to play Battlefield by Company on the PS3, and it was still alive. I was shocked. I was also overjoyed because I managed to get a couple of games in. But yeah, I think PlayStation Now should be totally free for PSN Plus members only, or at least severely reduced in price. So it's another one of these great perks for the PSN fans and subscribers out there. But no, we're not going to see that. It's all about greed and money, and that's a shame, really. I thought they were better than Microsoft, but they're just money hungry. No, the PlayStation TV, that didn't work out well, did it? Who wants to play a Vita tablet get kind of box thing, plug it into back your TV and play games wirelessly? And and the poor sods that own it now have a useless box because you can't even download the games anymore. So that PlayStation TV is that's dead in the water. It's a fucking useless add-on to the PlayStation. It was heavily promoted for a while, and then it just died to death. And for those people that bought it, they just wasted their money. And I feel sorry for those guys as well. So I'm very cautious about what will happen in the future with the PlayStation 4.5. Will it be like a PlayStation 5? I don't know. Now, all I know about the PlayStation 4 is its rough price, and it's going to be between $400 or $500. So imagine that'll be fucking more expensive for the Brits. It always is. We seem to pay a hell of a lot more than the Yanks, and that's a big worry. Will there be a trade-in? I hope so. Maybe you could trade in your PlayStation and get it upgraded, but I'll probably hold on to my PS4 if it does seem to be more powerful, because the information that was kind of, source leaked, we don't know. I don't know if it's truth or bullshit, but it seems to be on the level, The GPU is going to be twice as powerful as the current PS4, a lot faster clocking speed. 4K Blu-ray player, well, that's going to be obvious. That's going to happen to match with Sony's 4K TVs, which are beautiful, but hey, that's for nerds, I'm not too bothered. I'm happy with 1080p. A virtual reality lounge, obviously, because of the VR, the little box. I imagine that'll be built into the machine, so you'll be able to play VR games straight from your PS4.5 instead of having all these wires and boxes everywhere. It'll be in one contained unit. Developers aren't too kind of enthusiastic about it, but they're never happy anyway. But I'm sure there's tons of games already being developed, but they're mainly going for the VR market, which I think is a huge mistake because it's really expensive. I'm not going to bother with VR. It just doesn't appeal to me. I mean, when you get your console, you've got the wires and the handhelds and everything. It's just too much going on, and it's annoying. You have to have a lot of space to play these sort of games, and I'm not really keen on it. And when you've got kids running around, you can't immerse yourself unless you've got spare time. If you don't have the spare time, it's not worth your time. End of the day, the 4.5 PS4 will be a lot smoother, a lot faster. It might even look really nice. I don't think it'll be for me if it's focusing on PlayStation virtual reality, which I have a horrible feeling it will. If it's got backwards compatibility, I'll probably buy it for the backwards compatibility. but I do hope that the current PS4 will have that kind of built in by then. I'm sure they can do something. They have to. I mean, it's powerful to run PS2 games through an emulator. Why can't do it with PS3? It's supposed to be faster, more powerful. So why isn't it doing it? Kind of annoying. I'm no nerd. I'm no techno nuts. My laptop's not a rig at all. It's just a plain old MSI laptop, isn't it? You know, gaming laptop. 3 years old and it runs like a piece of shit now. But 3 years ago it was a beast. But the price difference in the consoles will probably be the main thing. It's got to be roughly the same price for it to take off. I think the PS4 versus PS4.5. You know. But it's the price of games that piss me off. You pay more for games on PlayStation than you do on the Xbox, and that's got to change as well. It has to be balanced. You think they'll learn? We don't like being ripped off. I don't like seeing the rival console player saying, "Hey, I'm getting this game cheaper than you pay for, hey," and it's even cheaper on Steam. But I don't mind that because it has to be, because you're paying far more for the upkeep of a PC, upgrading it through the years, you know. And it costs a lot more, so all this PC Elite arguments is null and void because you're paying more money to keep your precious PC running at 4K or 1080p or with latest video cards, and it costs a lot of money. With a PlayStation, I'm going to get the same sort of games and quality games, and they're playable. I'm not too fussy about the graphics. You know, the graphics might not be as crisp as PC. I expect that, but I can still play the fucking game. That's why I hate PC elitists, you know, they just think it's so brilliant. You're nothing special. It's great you can play on PC. I play on PC when I can, or used to. And it's just a horrible argument when people go on about console versus PC users. There's no real contest, it's just how much money you spend at the end of the day. So all in all, I'd like to see PlayStation 4 play PS3 games, that'd be great. 4K, I'm not too bothered about that. I know the PlayStation 4.5 is going to play 4K videos and games, and it's also ideal for virtual reality stuff. That's fine. If it's competing for the virtual reality market, let it get on with it. If it's going to be more, it's going to be a hell of a lot more powerful than PS4 and the Xbox One. That's good news for Sony fans. It's good news for me. I might even buy it in the future. But for now, I'm happy with the PS4. I'm even happy playing on the PS3. So at the end of the day, I really hope that they just stop ripping the fans off and start giving us value for money and giving us all the options to play whatever game we want. Even PS1 games. There's some classic PS1 games out there. Jumping Flash, Battle Arena to Shinden, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid. The list goes on. Some fantastic games. Even Dino Crisis. So, I hope you enjoyed the video and listened to my little whinge. That's all I've got to say on the matter, really. I really do hope that the fans don't get ripped off anymore. I'd like to see digital games priced more like their shop counterparts, but I know they want to keep it cheap for the shops so the shops can make money, and the digital games on the PlayStation at that price so Sony makes some money, but they are way too expensive. I mean, I pre-booked Battlefield 1 and that's 60 quid. That's a lot of money for a pre-order game, even with the DLC that's come with it. So yeah, the digital price of games has to come down. That won't happen, but hey, just another pipe dream. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later.